rules.
No, there's no rules.
There are no rules here.
The only rules is woo and who.
That's a good one. Yes, I like it. I like it. Hello, everybody viewing. Um, this is the takeover. The break's over. Julian's not here, so we are just gonna hang out and chill and take over his channel for a while, and be here when he's not. So, with me tonight, I have got TJ.
Hello.
And I've got Jeff. And
Those are the right fingers. Okay.
I hope so. Well, actually, it's Julian's channel. Again, no rules. I don't care. It's not my channel. So do what you want. Yeah, Julian is at work, making that money. So we're gonna chill. I'm gonna actually work on my mock some and finish my math that I didn't finish the other day because it got really complicated. Hey, Shane. And so, talk amongst yourselves. Hey, Zistu. And yeah, what do you guys got going on?
I actually just finished the merge that I was doing for the past lifetime, it seems, week and a half. Just have you ever, I don't know, Bricklink stores, sometimes they have multiple items. Like you look for a certain piece and there's multiple copies of that piece available in their store, like 2 different lots. And I've had that because I sell parts for a friend as well. And it just became too much of a pain to try and add. Like you add a new set and it tries to add stuff to their parts instead of mine.
Oh, gosh.
So I just consolidated it, basically bought out their parts that they had. But that took me like a week and a half to do, just because I also counted everything to make sure it was accurate, because numbers were totally skewed because, you add 5 parts and it goes to the other inventory versus mine. So it was just messy. But I finished.
So much fun.
Yeah, no. But I finished. So now I just literally came down here like 5 minutes before I saw that, I came down here, pulled up YouTube to see what was going on, saw that this was going live and went, huh? And then I checked my email and went, oh, hey, okay.
Yay!
So I'm going to brainstorm ideas for my next build now, I think.
Hey, yes. Yeah. We should do that.
Yeah. And hey, Shane. He's a local Canadian as well.
Hello, Shane. Hello, Zizou.
Is it Zizou?
I think it's Zizou. I'm pretty sure that's we went over this. Brickhive went over this, trying to pronounce it, and I believe that's the correct pronunciation.
My bad.
Cool.
Yeah. But in case you missed it earlier, there are no rules here, so I'll just say what I want, I guess. Won't affect me. It'll only affect Julian.
Hey, TJ, who won the game of Monopoly the other day?
Hold on. It someone posted it in the group me we're a part of.
We don't actually need to know. I was just trying to,
I had no idea.
No, we need to know because we need to start a game.
The first place winner was Ryan.
Oh. So Ryan's moving into Boardwalk?
Whoever that is. No, no one's taking this. This is my real estate. Yeah, it got wild, that game. It did not stop after the stream ended. Yeah, the other day.
I wonder, is life-size Monopoly, you think, even more chaotic and more vicious than
I think
regular?
It was, but it sounded like it could just be that it was these people being chaotic, and they had changed some of the rules. There was some sort of game show aspect to it as well. So yeah, that happened, I guess. I don't know.
Wow.
But yeah.
I don't like Monopoly.
I haven't played Monopoly in quite a while.
Julian always is upset, not really upset, but fake upset because he wants to play Monopoly, but I don't like Monopoly because it's just one of those, it's going to devolve into a fight. Whatever. Everybody plays by different rules. Who cares what the rule book says? It's really weird. It's just not my type of game. I'd rather not.
I hear you.
So
Yeah.
sorry, but I mean, life-size Monopoly sounds cool.
Yeah.
Life-size board games of any kind sound cool.
I'm assuming alcohol was involved.
No, because this is, the dorm's mainly freshmen and sophomores, so
Oh,
alcohol
okay.
shouldn't be involved.
Okay.
Whether
Shouldn't.
or
Wait.
not it actually is.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
remains
guys are
to
in
be
the
seen.
States. Forget it.
Yeah.
It's 18, age 18 here to drink, so that's what threw me off.
Oh, right. Cool.
Shane saying he went to the Lego store and bought almost a couple of gold chains.
Wow.
Those things I think are pretty expensive too if you're to get them directly on Bricklink. So not sure what you do with that many
Those
gold
the
chains.
short chains, I'm assuming. They don't make
Well, yeah.
long chains in
In
gold,
gold.
do they?
No, they don't. I think they're just the short ones.
Yeah. I know that I've needed to. A few of those have broken on me.
Really?
Yeah, because I get a bunch of them from Ninjago because we always have gold nunchucks and all that.
Yeah. Huh. I never thought those things.
I've got a few extra chains now, but I think some of the older ones have broken.
Wow.
Interesting.
Some of the more delicate gold, maybe.
Huh. I never
Yeah,
thought gold was a breakable color, but
it's only been some of them.
okay.
Anything is breakable if you try hard enough, Jeff.
This is true. Yeah. Oh wait, now I'm thinking about it. TJ, are you actually making like large scale nunchucks and with the chains?
No. It's just the minifig scale nunchucks.
Yeah. Okay.
That they do. Nunchucks
Sounds
with
like a good
lightning.
block, though. All right.
Those could be
opening up-
useful though.
I'm opening up a program I haven't used for like a year. Feels like.
And then
MLCAD.
I got word today that one of my Jonak Toys orders arrived at my house, which is great, and all the stuff was in it. Jonak Toys, for those who don't know, is they're a website that produces decals, water slide decals that you can put on blank minifigs to turn them into clone troopers of different styles. But more semi-recently, they've been doing printed versions of their stuff, UV printed stuff, and I ordered a figure along with some cloth accessory pieces to upgrade some of my other guys. And then a week later, they restocked more figures, so I bought more figures last Friday, and that order is still outstanding. And I'm sure they're going to do another restock this week, and I'll order more again. And it's just this black hole of me constantly spending money on custom printed clone troopers.
You got to build those armies.
Yeah, got to get all the different legions.
But you don't actually. But yeah, okay.
Yeah. There are like occasional points where I wish I'd never discovered this website because it just they're some of the cheaper clones on the market. If because I do Clone Army Customs helmets with them. So I think with that a basic clone is about like $12-13, which is around the normal price of a clone with a few exceptions. So it's not too bad. I think really only the 501st clones are running cheaper than that right now because they're in a cheap set and easy to find, although not for long because that set is retiring and is sold out on the Lego website, which is why I bought 2 more over the weekend.
I guess just because there's so many Star Wars fans out there, the fact that market is so huge and so expensive, it's insane.
Yeah.
It really is.
Oh yeah, that shows my hair off better. I just turned the light on above my head. So Brittany, how's the math? Oh, you got one. Is that the longer, the rectangle style?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I got both to try them both out.
There are larger nets. What? Never heard of this.
When you were showing it off, I went back and watched the video, the Sunday show. What are you using on the bottom to actually attach all the nets together? Like, are you using the boat tiles, like the rounded bases, or just plate?
So the bottom layer
Yeah.
is 1x2 plates.
Big
and
screen.
then- oh,
Big screen.
see, yep, I got you. Okay. The bottom is 1x2 plates, and
Okay.
then in between,
Is
right
the net.
over the net is studs, which you can't
Okay.
see, but they're just 1x1 round studs with the plates on top.
Okay. Let me grab. I'll grab my waterfall because I use the nets for that too. And I'll show you the underside because there's another way. Like, do you find that too? Like I say, like that it doesn't flex enough because the plates are hitting, or is it good for you?
At first, I really did think that it wasn't not flexible enough.
Yeah.
I went back to it, and I'm like okay with it now,
Okay.
but I am definitely willing to look at other options.
Yeah, I'll show you. Let me grab what I have here.
Yes.
I just got to run around my table.
Are the bigger nets expensive?
Okay. I don't know. I bought all of these. I bought 3 at last time we went to ABC, and they just charged me the flat price for all of them, which is more than they're worth. So,
Hello, Tim.
Hey Tim.
Tim is at a meeting. If you
I understand that.
if you want them and if you want the 8x16 nets in bulk, the biggest quantity a store in the U.S. has is 33 for $5 per net.
Ouch.
That's what they looked up because he charged
Yeah.
me $5 for all of these, like each.
Yeah, no, only the bigger nets are worth
That's
that.
right. I only got one of these. I got 2 of the square ones.
There's one guy who has 12 of them for $285.
Mm.
It's not bad.
So my waterfall, it's using the dots, so it has a lot of flexibility.
Oh, yeah.
And underneath, it's the boat stud pieces.
Oh.
Because that basically allows them to bend, like you can bend it pretty much in on itself and get a lot tighter curves. Now, the building you're building looks like it was pretty big.
Yes.
So you probably wouldn't have that issue. But I mean, it still allows for a lot more flexibility. So if you ever need to do a tighter corner, maybe do that in those areas.
Okay, yeah, that might be helpful.
And they also make white nets.
Yeah, I've got 1 white one and then 3 black.
The white ones are a lot more uncommon.
Okay.
But,
because I was thinking I'd actually prefer to use the white ones for this build.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I don't know how common they are or whatever.
One of my friends in Ottawa, she built an entire dress and a purse using that technique. And she wore it to, like, she went to the event in Denmark, Scarbeck Fan Weekend. She went there years ago with it and wore the dress for a day.
Oh, wow.
So she basically wore, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure she was, properly dressed underneath, but I mean, she wore a dress. Oh no, I just like chafing at things. Like, I don't know that plastic would be that great on your body, right? But hey, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's kind of a cool technique for sure.
Yeah, that's because I was wondering because it is a little stiff.
Yeah.
That's why originally when I tried it, because I tried it one time and I was like, no, this won't work. It's not enough. And then I revisited it. But I will consider that. All right. Look at us talking about actual Lego. Yay. No train wrecks here.
And on the front, you could still use regular plates. Like I used the rounds, but you could still use regular plates on the front because your curves are probably mostly inward, right? I think based on that picture that we saw. Like it curves, like the curves are all this way, like where the front of my hands is the front of the building.
Well, yeah, she curves around that way, but then she also flares out.
Oh, okay.
Which is why it's complicated.
Yeah.
Because I got to go curve that way and that way.
Yeah.
Cool. Speaking of actual Lego and train wrecks, did you guys see the ideas review results?
I heard that there were 4, but I didn't actually see what the 4 things were.
There were 4. Here, I can. Let's see. Technology. Share my screen.
Hey, GLS.
Icon. Okay, there we go. So four projects approved. First of which is this
Ooh, okay.
Orient Express. Second is Tales of the Space Age.
Hmm.
That's good looking.
We have
Oh, good.
Insects
Those ones were cool.
and the Polaroid One Step SX70.
Huh.
I have no idea what this is. Some sort of camera.
Oh my
God,
gosh,
TJ.
TJ.
Yeah.
This was the instant camera where you took the picture, and then the
Printed it out.
picture came out, and it was a little rectangle,
Well,
and you shook the crap out of it for some reason. And
I've
then your
heard of
picture
such
appeared.
things, but never actually experienced it myself.
Wow.
I thought those made a comeback because Emily,
They did.
she's 17. She had a Polaroid at one point because they like came back and were cool, and they sell them again now, but they're like different looking, but
Yeah.
still
Whoa.
same effect.
Yeah, they did make a resurgence, but I don't think they they stuck around much. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But that's a interesting review stage. 4.
Mhm.
I would not have expected 4.
I
Especially
think
out
because
of
most of them are like, how do you say it?
Well,
Most of them are
two out of the 4 are technically. I would say the space one isn't a license, not really.
I was going to say pop culture type thing. It's more just
Yeah.
like they're going to get people, Lego's
That
way
too.
of hey, we're going to introduce people to the thing. Like if Lego starts a camera line, the camera nuts are going to not nuts. The camera lovers are going to want to actually have or buy them
Yeah.
for displays, that type of
And
stuff,
plus,
right?
other than probably the Orient Express, I could see the 3 of these actually being on the less expensive side
Yeah.
of Lego ideas, which is good.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
recent Lego idea sets have been very expensive.
Mm-hmm. The Orient Express worries me though, just because of what happened
That's-
with the Hogwarts train. But
Yeah. Well, I don't see them pricing it at a scale where it would be larger than Lego track scale.
yeah,
I
they
think
did
it's
that.
probably going to fit more with the crocodile locomotive, I'm guessing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Maybe.
I missed out years ago when that Maersk train came out.
Yeah.
And that's like the only train that I actually like. I have a train display and stuff, but I usually build a custom trains, just something that looks like a train. But I've always wanted that Maersk train, and now I'm like kicking myself in the butt because I didn't get it back when my kids were young, because my kids were young and I couldn't afford to. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's not actually that expensive these days, I know, but let's just try to find one.
Oh, the picture was smaller, like on the new Polaroids. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They were little tiny rectangles.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Although you figure after all those years, the technology would improve so that you'd be able to, similar size camera would have bigger photo, maybe not smaller. But maybe it was a smaller camera too. Who knows?
I don't know. It's probably still in her junky room somewhere. I could probably go in there and find it if I dug hard. But I am.
Compared.
Oh my goodness! I'm breaking box right now. Is what I'm doing.
Cool. Wait a minute. I need to get a piece of train track because I just realized the Duplo train might actually be the same scale as Lego train.
Mm.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Oh gosh. So no life-size games tonight, TJ?
No, not tonight.
Darn.
And I'm wrong.
Oh.
Which is good because I just ordered like Duplo train track to go with this. It rides the rails. It doesn't go inside or outside of it. So, but that's interesting. I figured it would be a wider wheel because it's Duplo.
I wonder. It probably wouldn't, but I wonder if it would fit on the 5 wide or like the Hogwarts Express track.
Oh yeah, yeah, it might. I would think maybe it would.
Yeah, but then all you can do is move it back and forth.
Yeah, well, and if that was the case, then Lego could say, "Wait, we built it at Duplo scale. We didn't build it at Lego train scale." But anyway, so as well as sell as many cameras as they did typewriters.
Yeah, I have a feeling the camera is targeted at a certain market, and it's not going to be the market that I'm in.
Yeah.
It's funny because when I saw it, I immediately was like, "Oh, I could get that for my mom." Like, because she loves Polaroids. Like, I got her a little Polaroid keychain one time, and she just loves that aesthetic. So I was like, "Oh yeah, finally get her into the Lego. Get her a Polaroid."
The funny thing is though that what GLS is saying is that like the typewriters were sold out a lot. Like it wasn't on Lego Shop at Home site for a long time. So I have a feeling they actually didn't sell. They actually sold pretty well.
Hey, Moto.
Hello, Moto.
Hello.
We are live, just so you know.
I just noticed I'm looking up in the corner.
Okay. I am taking over Julian's channel. He is at work.
Good.
So I'm just here working on my mock that I keep breaking. And we're talking about trains right now.
Okay.
Cameras or something. Camera trains.
Ideas.
The Lego ideas, yeah.
New ideas, things that have passed through the review stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was using a camera
Ooh.
like 30 minutes ago.
The
'Cause
Polaroid?
I finished my cat, so I'm taking pictures of it.
Okay.
Lego's coming out with a Polaroid version, like the old Polaroid cameras. So
Yeah.
for a second there, I thought you were using a Polaroid camera to take pictures of your cat.
So just as a side note, Brittany, I'm
No,
noticing
it's this bad boy.
I'm noticing a flaw with the placement of the QR code on your screen.
Yes.
As it's right under the name.
Yep.
Yep.
When I am big,
That works.
it doesn't cover it up. But as you can see, I'm taking over. So if my name is over him, then that's on him for
Bye, Moto.
working.
He'll be back.
He'll be back, yeah.
He'll be back. Mahaha.
Have you guys done a lot of round building?
Are hexagons around? No. Yeah, a bit.
Not really.
I'm having so much not trouble. I mean, I got it, but every time I look at it, it's like
Oh, Moto's in the back, in the green room.
It says he's not connected. Oh, and he's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, it said device is not connected.
Ah.
There he is.
That was the weirdest thing. I plugged in my camera's memory card, and all of a sudden, it just popped me in the back room.
That's crazy.
I was in the green room. I could hear you guys. I could do everything.
Really? Yeah, it said device is not connected on my end, so I couldn't put you back in. When I clicked on it, it was just no.
To answer your circle question, I built a castle tower in my last castle, and it was rounded as well. And I ended up, it was basically like a brick hinge, all the way across type thing. So it was like a circle of 1x2s basically.
Okay, so you did all hinges?
I did hinges on the inside. Yeah, I didn't do the overlapping with the brick, the 1x2, the round, the 1x2, the round. But I've done that one before. But if you wanted to keep it shaped, find something that's got the same circumference in Lego, like inside diameter, like a curved piece, and put that inside to brace it. Because I ended up using roller coaster track because it had just come out and it was a small enough circle for what I was doing that I basically molded the tower on that roller coaster track. So mean buying some parts, but there's that big Technic bucket wheel excavator thingy that has the big yellow quarter gear. It's like a big round, like a quarter round.
Mhm.
Something like that might give you a good diameter that
Okay.
you can just put inside and push Lego against it type thing.
Okay, maybe. I mean, because I have this brace that I built to try to
Whoa.
keep it in place, but it just it's like it's too tight. Like it's not like I need to make it bigger to make it
Yeah.
not want to fall
Under
apart.
compression, it wants to pop open.
No, I don't want it to be bigger. This thing's getting unruly. It's getting out of hand.
Can you hold it up? I'll take a look at it.
Full
So,
screen yourself too.
well,
do it
in
all at the
this,
same time.
let me take the net off. It's fallen apart several times since I started it.
Oh yeah, you're doing the 1x2 with cylinder trick.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then I also have to put windows in it, so I had to play around with that. So I couldn't do the cylinders between those, and I'm thinking that might be part of my problem and why it wants to be bigger.
Yeah,
Um,
those windows are going to
timing.
force it. Yeah, they're going to force it
Yeah.
into an octagon or a heptagon or whatever gun it is.
And it was circular. Like I said, it's fallen apart since then. But I had it. It was a perfect circle. I didn't post pictures, I don't think, but it was good and round. But now I'm using this as my base to try my nets, and every time I touch it, it just like wants to fall apart.
So, yeah, because you can see it falling apart right there. Yeah. So if for those windows on top of the window, if you just like you've got the two. Hold on, just let me tear something apart here. Who needs Iron Man thing? So like if this is your window, right?
Okay.
You've got you're using all four studs of that window. Like, are you going to use that style window, or
I'm
use 1 by
just
2 columns?
using these 2x5.
2x5s, yeah.
I'm not putting a frame. I'm using
Okay. So then what I would say is just say this is a 2x5 instead of a 4 one. If you put tiles on the outer edges, like the tile here, and then like put a tile there and then join the two columns with just 2 studs and another tile, and did the same at the bottom so that those can flex a little tiny bit. Oh, although they're not going to flex because they're straight edged. Crap. Because they're rectangles, they're not going to have the curvature.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh,
I picked a really complicated build.
no, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
And they
But
don't do
the
the
thing
long
is,
bricks.
like,
Yep.
the building is just so beautiful. It deserves to be made out of Lego. Like, it's beautiful. So, if no one else is going to do it, I've got to do it. That's where I'm at.
Let me stew on that one for a few minutes.
Okay. Used to. I'm going to sit here and...
And if anybody now wants stew, I'm sorry.
And with her, okay, so I call him and her because it's a dancing couple, right?
Mhm.
It's Fred and Ginger, Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. So with her, it'll be a little bit better because she doesn't have these windows.
Yeah.
She's just going to be the straight up 1x2 bricks and cylinders. Fred's the one with the windows, so he's the one causing that problem.
I'm going to grab some parts.
Did I mention that these are going to be about at least 80 bricks tall?
Wow.
Okay.
I mentioned it was going to be almost as tall as the castle, which is tall.
Yeah. Because according to my preliminary math, to get my curvature that I need and to get the proportions correct, that's the height that I'm going to have to go with. So that's where I'm at. Legoing, making Lego more difficult than it should be, is what I'm doing currently. Yeah. Fun. Fun. So you finished the cat moto.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You wanna I want the cat.
Really?
I love it. It's so great.
I tweaked the nose today,
Mm-hmm.
and then the tail had split apart in the cold, so I had to completely
Oh,
rebuild the tail in a new way. But when I did the tail, I got it to curve now, so now it curves like a real cat.
Yeah, I love it.
And there's your moment of tigerness. And then I'm using the buildable figure elements for the feet.
Nice. Does the cat have a name?
I don't know. I haven't asked smaller moderate art directors to stop by and name it yet.
Okay.
I knew my best friend in college. He had a white cat, or his family did, and their white cat was named Snowfur, which I think is
No
great.
fur. Oh, there's TJ's friends.
Yeah.
They're back.
They're back.
Monopoly 2.0.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I tuned the little mouse. There's the mouse with the cheese.
we've got cheese. Oh,
That's so awesome.
he's cute.
Yeah, the mouse has an adorable little look to it.
Yes.
Too cute to eat. It's like, don't eat me, please. So that's what I'll be working on. I'm going to be staring deeply into my display as I edit photos here.
Ah, yes. Photo editing.
Yep. I won't do video, otherwise I won't be able. The stream's like going to go completely damaged if I try to render a video.
Ah.
I'm just trying to mock up that thing, Brittany. So
Oh, okay. Awesome.
I never did live in a dorm room, and I think I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
Same.
It's,
I met my wife in the dorm freshman year in the cafeteria.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm not happy then. What did I miss out on?
Yeah. I did not live in a dorm. So,
It's an experience, that's for sure.
yeah.
It's cheap. That's the one great thing is it's super cheap.
Yeah.
Or at least it used to be. Maybe not now. It was used to be extreme. It was extremely affordable compared to an apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are certain perks to living in the dorms.
And the meal plan was pretty cool too.
Is that one of those perks there, TJ?
Which one?
The meal plan?
Do you have a meal
Yeah,
plan?
it's all right. Yeah, I've got a meal plan, and the one of the places you can eat is down in the basement of this building, which is why I chose this building.
Oh,
Because
because
that means I don't have to go outside if it's raining
Yeah,
or snowing.
Exactly. Our dorm,
Right.
there was like 4 arms that branched onto 8 arms. And it was like the third largest non-military dormitory in the United States. So the cafeteria in the middle was ginormous. It was amazing. You could have anything you wanted.
wow.
But it got old after a while. So once you progress far enough and you can afford it, we went into apartments at that point.
So my first 2 years of college I did at Chipola. It used to be a junior college, but then they got 4-year programs, so they're a full college now. And I ate in the cafeteria there, but when I got to FSU, I don't think I went inside the cafeteria a single time. I don't even know what it looks like.
Whoa.
So, yeah. I don't know why either. I would walk past it. I know where it is. I just never went in there.
So, did you have like a kitchenette or something in your unit that you could? Or
Well, I
even
didn't. I didn't
fall
live
or whatever?
on campus, so
Oh, okay.
hey, Jude.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
So I never lived in a dorm or near campus
fair.
or student housing or any of that. Where's the bricks? Yeah. I lived with my parents when I was at Chipola, and then when I moved to Tallahassee to go to FSU, I just moved in with Julian. So
Well, there you go.
there you go.
And now you know.
And I've been mooching off of him ever since.
Yeah, it's been an interesting 4 years because the first year that I was here, we got sent home midway through the spring semester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sophomore year and even a bit of junior year was very quiet because, not as many people, and people also didn't want to come out of their rooms. And
Yeah.
yeah. But now it's starting to get back to normal, it seems.
And didn't you not have a roommate last semester, or
It was sophomore year that I didn't have a roommate. Junior year I did.
okay? I was like, that's kind of crazy that you just keep ending up with no
Well,
roommate.
I did have a roommate at like the very beginning of sophomore year,
Mm-hmm.
kind of. But like I kept trying to get a hold of him and he wasn't answering his email or his phone or whatever. And then I eventually did, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go online for the year." I was like, "Great,
Nice.
Sounds good.
that's a room for me."
Yeah.
Well, I'd assume most of the rooms were probably single people at person at that point too, right?
Yeah, a
because of
decent
that.
number of the rooms
Yeah.
were just one person. Some of them might have even had no people, but I don't know.
What are you
how
doing
many.
to break these poor roommates, man? That's what I want to know.
Well, that one guy sophomore year, I never even met him. I talked with him once on the phone, and then that was it. Obviously, the guy this year, he couldn't handle it. He just
He couldn't handle
disappeared.
the truth.
Or the TJ, which one?
TJ is the truth, man. Couldn't handle the truth.
No, I told him about my sleep schedule, how I get up at like 6:30 in the morning every day, and he just
That's what did it.
He said
That's
no.
what broke.
Thank you.
That's what broke him.
You can have that.
TJ unlocked the secret to breaking your roommate. Just tell him that you get up at 6 in the morning.
Yep.
Like, you guys not have early classes?
I know there's like some 8 a.m. classes, but my first class this year is at 10 a.m. I just like to be up early.
I took early classes. I've always been an early person, and I much preferred taking early classes to late classes. I wanted to get done and get out.
Yeah. See, I've gotten to the point where my university is a bit small, so there's not a whole lot of class offerings to begin with, and B, all the classes I need to take are only one section, so I don't have a choice in what I take, pretty much.
Oh.
I have like minimal choice. I can choose to take this class or this class. I just have to fulfill the requirement.
Gotcha.
You just have to get it done.
But I don't have any super late classes, thankfully.
How many more years do you have? How many more years?
If everything works out, I should be graduating with a bachelor's in December.
Oh, awesome.
Whoop, whoop.
And then what?
Don't know yet.
And then it gets real.
Yeah.
The real life with TJ.
He becomes a Lego streamer.
Oh,
Professionally.
We'll see.
See.
I might. Now that once I graduate, I'll actually be like in one place where all my Lego is as well, so I might actually
Yeah.
be able to do some streaming again and content. Because I've just kind of put off content for the past several years.
Just tell everyone that you're going to start streaming at 6 a.m. and you'll get your
Yeah.
place to yourself.
Early morning streams.
You'd capture the European market.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah. True.
yeah, like London Bridge bricks, whatever they're called.
Yeah, LBB.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're perfectly timed that most of us are watching them in the afternoon on a Friday, which is like cool. I didn't want to work anyhow.
Who works on a Friday?
People that schedule meetings on Fridays.
Oh no.
Ooh.
I
Yeah,
am
I've got-
specifically told not to schedule meetings on Mondays or Fridays.
Oh, Mondays, that'd be nice too.
Yeah, I've got classes during about half of the runtime of London Calling, so
Yeah, London calling. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
I'm not usually able to attend it in full these days.
Oh, you take Friday classes? I didn't like Friday.
Well, one of my classes is
again, because you have
1 to 2,
choice, yeah.
but then I have this other class which is like a internship thing, but we have to do a weekly meeting, which the time that worked best for me was Fridays from 3 to 4. So, and
How was your over break assignment? How did that go?
Oh,
He's
They're
still
done.
emotionally damaged.
yeah, pretty much. But they're over with now. I haven't gotten my grades back for all of them, but for most of them, I did pretty well.
Good.
Yeah, then my midterm grades are in as well. Those turned out good.
We're so proud of you, TJ.
We are.
I am
Sorry,
very
guys.
proud
I'm
of you,
more
TJ.
building banter.
Oh, it's okay. I'm technically building the same thing you are right now,
Yeah.
but it looks like it could work. What I was thinking, which I'm almost there. I'm just locking in the last section.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not reading the comments because I'm busy lightrooming these photos.
Oh, dude, Jude's on.
Yeah,
Saying hi to
Jude
everybody.
is here and saying hi to everyone. And those are the latest comments.
It's a quiet crowd.
But not
Well,
anymore because
Open your
wait,
eyes.
something amazing happened with my son today. Oh,
Did it fall apart again?
Just put it on there.
Jeez. Well, we got it on video. Good, we can watch it later.
you pulled a moto. Good job. Your first moto. Congrats.
Jason, you jinxed me. Ugh.
Brittany
What?
pulled a moto. Ugh.
What are you talking about, Jason?
So for the first time, my son went to another student's house after school to hang out and play video games.
Ooh. Was
Very
it a
first time.
success? Was it a success?
It sounds like he had fun, but it's completely unexpected. I mean, I'm getting ready to pick him up from school. I pull up, and he comes up with this other kid, and I roll my window down. He's like, "Can we go study together today at something?" I'm like, "How do you know each other?" He's like, "Oh, we both have English science arts and English language arts, and we both have a science lab together." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So he went and hung out till 6. I picked him up at 6 p.m. So that was really cool. I hope he does it again. It sounds like he had a lot of fun.
Yeah. That's awesome.
He's never played video games before, so he's playing PS5, something on the PS5.
Nice.
So hopefully he did okay.
Brittany, Sorry, gotta get the angle. So that's the curve
Whoa.
I've got. It's a little bit.
Let me guess, you put tiles underneath to slip the.
Yeah,
There
just
you go.
tile and rounded plates under here, just so that basically
Oh.
it's just sticking out a little bit.
Make
Yeah.
it slip the angle. There you go.
Yeah. But you can get like that's pretty tight. I would say that they're probably tighter than you'll need.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's probably the easiest way to do it.
Okay. Tile.
And you can even use rounded.
Well,
like
you
quarter
need
tiles or-
2 studs and then 2 tiles, and then
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and they do have those rounded tiles now, those
Yeah,
headlight
yeah.
tiles. But
Yeah, I just grabbed different colors so it'd be easier to see. But
Yeah.
of course, I grabbed 3 colors, not 4 or 5, which I should have.
Okay.
And it works great like a hat.
Yes.
he's
Yes.
got a tiara.
You were looking for a hat earlier, so
Yeah, I
there
was.
you go.
You know, and it's still on bends, right? So you can.
Yeah, and it's not falling apart in your
No.
hands, unlike some builds.
Yeah.
Not to be mentioned. Okay.
Well, Moto isn't having things fall apart right now. That's
What was that?
Oh, she was just saying that it wasn't falling apart like some things.
Oh yeah,
Well,
TJ.
Moto isn't
TJ's
building right now, so
Yeah, yeah. I wish I could be that guy. You know what I did do today though, is I sorted all my transparent pieces.
Oh,
So I went through about it's about 5 gallons. But these are whoa, my video's going super laggy. Anyway, these are all the plates and tiles and studs and things.
So you
Hey,
sort
Bone
by
Shaker.
part versus color?
And then there's all the bricks. So eventually, yes, I get down by color, but I sort by translucent. I sort by translucent first, and then you can see I start to break them down by color. Unless it's like a cone or a stud, unless it's something that's like always a ridiculous amount of stuff.
Yeah, fair enough.
So the studs I'll eventually get down. But if it's small enough, if it's not enough quantity, I'll eventually I'll do it by type because I can find it fast enough in the bag.
Once he's back, I was gonna say for comparison, I do by part and color.
Yeah, so if it's basic like that, I do both. Like on my whites,
Yeah.
I've done both.
Yeah, but I do it for like. Here's all my tile, like basically everything is
Oh my
done by color,
Wow.
except for like vehicle parts and canopies, stuff that I don't actually build with, but I have like 10 or 12 main categories that I go by color. So
Yep. I break it. Yeah, I sort first by color, and then I go through and list all the single color down by type.
yeah.
And I always avoid black. I put off black till the end because it's like kryptonite.
See, for me, it's Technic and Trans and minifig parts.
Oh god, yeah. I just throw all the minifigs in because I never use minifigs, so I just throw them in a big bag and I'm done.
For me, it's Technic. Because part of the problem is that none of my Technic is actually in any of my drawers. It's all in this bin, this Technic storage bin.
Yeah.
And as a result, I just never want to sort it. And so I just let it pile up in these Kleenex boxes that I've cut the tops off of. And then eventually I just have to go through and do a big Technic sort.
Ugh.
It's not
I'm
fun.
done. I
Oh, that's what I did with all of my
fall apart again?
Technic.
Did it fall apart again, Brittany?
Yes, it did. I've reattached this part 3 times.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm just gonna not mess with that anymore tonight. And
Oh, wait, what am I doing?
just sit here.
Would it help the Frank part of that building? Is it just like a half circle, or is it more of a like 3/4 circle, or
So they technically, it would in real life it's probably more 3/4 circle because
Okay.
they attach into a bigger building. I'm
Okay.
just doing the 2 main parts, so I'm going to do them all the way around 360.
Oh, okay. So it might actually help to actually make a full circle then.
Yeah, and that's what I had.
Yeah.
It just won't stay together
Until it
but-
wasn't.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I got some revamping to do anyway, so I'll do that. And then again, finding the pieces in the color that I want is
Yeah.
another thing that's been holding me back because I want specific colors and I'm very Yeah, about that.
I get you.
Want to be those colors.
Yeah.
Always
You have to have
Bricklink.
good collection or Bricklink or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bone Shaker's in the chat too. Hello.
Oh, and Jason wanted
Oh.
to see the transport vehicle.
I'm assuming we're talking about the Lightyear ones, which was like, this was 1.0/2.0, which is the ground vehicle for one of the ground vehicles for Lightyear. It was too big, so I went with a smaller version of the same vehicle, which is pretty much minifig scale. It's still technically too big, but don't want to go any smaller just because then I lose out some of the detail. And there's a bigger one.
Hey, Kittenville.
There's like a larger version of this vehicle I want to build as well. I just haven't had a chance to. But I think these are actually going to be in my next space display. The one with the train track. I think I'm going to use these vehicles in that. Just because I do love the Lightyear design of them, with the windows that swoop down like that. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Space vehicles. What are they playing today, TJ?
I don't know.
It's Twister.
We need let's see, life size. What's a good one? That'd be crazy life size. I don't know.
I'm trying to think. Well, obviously Canadians, we'd play Sorry. Sorry. And I think Moto's timed. Oh, Moto's back. Okay. No, I was thinking like, well, when I said Twister, I was going to say TJ's door is the red dot. Everyone else's door is the blue dot. No.
That would be a very difficult game.
Yeah.
I assume. I mean, I don't know how close your doors are, but
Operation.
Some of the doors are really like I'm on a corner. There's another door on the right next to me on the other side of the corner,
mm-hmm.
and that's like that for all four corners of the building.
Okay.
Mm.
So it is possible to play Twister, is what TJ's saying.
Yeah, at least in the corners.
Kittenville. Brad is planning on doing it still. He has been doing some renovations at his condo, so it's been put off a little bit, but I've already spoken to him and it will be going out soon. Secret Santa. And if you are not already on the Secret Santa list, let me know. And I'll talk to Brad. So.
Oh, I'm already on a Secret Santa Lego distribution list, sadly. Otherwise, I could have done one with you guys.
Yeah, this is his 9th year running Secret Santa for YouTube. Lego YouTube. That's awesome. It's fun every year. Well, you guys are a lively bunch.
Sorry,
We are alive.
I'm still editing photos.
Yeah, that's okay. I will have to end it soon because I have to go get Julian from work.
Oh, I was going to say, you don't want Julian to realize that you've taken his stream? He probably knows if he has his
It was
phone.
too late for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe you'll never see him again. It'll just be me. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, forever. I hope not. It's like really quiet in the house and like I can't handle it. I don't like it being this quiet because Julian's not here on the stream. It just sounds like the stream's completely just nothing.
Oh,
Really?
Because it's so quiet here. Like I'm the type of person, I like a lot of noise. I like a lot of background sound.
So in the house it's quiet?
Yes.
Because you can't hear Julian.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
And normally, like if we're sitting here on the stream, Julian's running his mouth the whole time.
Fair
So
enough.
I don't have time to notice that everything else is quiet. But
Oh,
Oh, bye, Brittany.
Bye, Brittany. I'm assuming she just hit the wrong button.
Yeah, I think so.
If she has left. Oh, wait, TJ, you have access to it too, I guess?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, there she is.
Hi, Brittany.
That's how quiet it was. She was trying to represent how quiet it actually was.
Yeah, I hate this mouse. It has buttons on the side, and if you hit the button, it goes back. I can't get the mouse to in the camera.
Yeah.
And I always hit that button on the side on accident.
I wonder if there's a way to configure it to not do that. There probably is.
Probably something somebody else could figure out.
Yeah. Probably.
Now he is still trying, Bone Shaker. So everybody hashtag Team Bricksmith. Get your. They're not votes. I don't know. He's running for president or something. So get your votes out there.
Well, make your voices known because it's not avoiding. I mean, you can't vote for casting. That's not how it works.
I know that. Does Julian know that?
Have they actually started
for
the next? They haven't started collecting names for the next round, have they? I mean, they're probably always doing it, but I mean, officially.
They haven't.
Okay.
No, they wait.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, because all of a sudden it's like you start to see the casting guys are reaching out all over social media whenever you have a lot of mock stuff in your feed, or if you're producing a lot of mocks on any of the social media platforms, they'll track you down.
Mm-hmm.
I got to stop building big mocks then.
Any mocks?
Well, I mean, I built my castle last year, and it took like 6 months to build the castle. But it's not like I'm producing a lot of mocks doing that. You know what I mean? Because like, oh, here's another picture of almost the same thing, just an extra layer or two of bricks added because that's what I got in.
Yeah. So what I did is, if you look at my Instagram, it's curated. It's not just a spew. It's not a feed. So it looks like a portfolio. So it doesn't matter if it took years to curate that. Whereas, like, I don't know, Facebook, Flickr, TikTok, that's more like little updates, incrementals.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I got around that.
Did Julian actually announce who he was going to partner with?
Yes.
No.
Howie.
What?
Howie's Brick.
Oh, Howie. Okay.
YoHowie.com, YoHowie.com, YoHowie.com.
YoHowie.com?
YoHowie.com.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So.
Cool. I missed that one, obviously.
It was either, I don't know. You announced it here in the last week or two.
Yeah. I didn't catch all the streams, but I must have missed that one.
Yeah. And he did it really early, like the beginning of the stream, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah. He does announcements at the beginning of the stream when no one's watching.
Oh God.
That's why so many people do like intros now on their streams.
Yeah. I think he just wants, like, I guess that's his thing, is to not be edited and not have all this stuff. I mean, I'm like having all this stuff over on the side from OBS is kind of crazy, but he doesn't want to be edited or have any little video things or anything like that. He just wants to go. So, hey, that's on you. I'm not trying to get on Lego Masters, so you do what you want.
It's too late for me.
Well, they could have a returning contestant one at some point.
Oh, no. I really take like top teams out of that pool.
See, they're filtering him right now. That's why he was so choppy. You went choppy for a few moments, so we couldn't hear you.
Well, every time I hit like a filter on this thing, it's like everything just drags down. It's having a hard time doing both. No, I mean, so Australia is basically having Australian All-Stars.
Okay.
Because they have enough seasons under the belt. I'd expect the US will do the same, but they pull from the top 4 teams. the really popular
okay.
top 4 teams to go after each other. They don't take like bottom thirds because no one remembers them.
Fair enough, I guess.
Is my guess, but yeah.
Well, that's interesting because I mean, Boone, you would think someone like Boone would be totally pulled in, but he can't now because he's an employee. I'm assuming he
Yep.
couldn't. I don't know how
Yeah.
that
So I don't know. Maybe they'd let
maybe he
Mark,
could be a judge.
no, they'd have to bring like. I guess they could ask Mark to pick a new partner and explain that
Yeah.
Boone's working for Lego.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe.
All right, guys. Well, we have been live for 1 hour now, taking over Julian's channel. So I am going to cut it now so I can get ready and head out to go pick him up from work. So, final thoughts?
Julian for Lego Masters.
Yeah. Yo, Julian. Yo, JulianLegoMasters.com. Yo, JulianLegoMasters.com. Yo, JulianLegoMasters.com.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if that is all, I'm going to head out. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. I appreciate it. I appreciate the help. I've got to just remember that. Tiles.
I can send you a picture.
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
I'll throw a picture on Facebook or
All
I'll
right.
message it to you.
Okay.
All right.
Well, then I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Thank you, everybody. See you next time. And remember, hashtag Team Bricksmith. And you got to love those bricks.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Yep.